Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Dungeon Boss campaign series. As you can see in the upper left, I am currently level 46, which means we are going to be hitting up the next chapter, which is chapter 17. We are getting to the point where these are starting to escalate a little bit more difficultly now. If we take a look at 17, it is a recommended level of 46, so it's likely that it's going to scale also to 47 midway through, which means we are going to technically be under leveled for probably one of the first times ever. I've been personally holding off on this dungeon until I hit level 46 because when I do this one in challenge mode for the very first time, it was a major pain because of all these assassins. So I expect it to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think with the team I got and the runes I have, I think I'm going to probably be okay. Chapter 17 is a short one. We have 2, 4, 5 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all 5 of them in one session here, and then we will call it a day. Unless things go south and we find ourselves repeating one over and over and over, then we will split it into 2 sessions. So first things first, these assassins, they're fast and they hit hard. So these guys are no different. These guys aren't nearly as problematic, but essentially what we're looking at here, because of the blue dungeon, it's probably going to make sense that we try to load up on as much elemental advantage as we can get. My personal plan here is going to keep some of my big hitters. We're going to use Nub Nub as a healer. I'm going to use Grognog because he is awesome, and I'm going to use Ponty because he's pretty awesome as well. And then I just need one person for a 4th. I'm a little bit behind on some of the levels on some of these guys, so I haven't really picked one. I think a good one is actually going to be Bulbous because he is super tough. I think he would make a good 4th. So I don't think I need 2 healers at this point, so I'll lay off of that. Before I get too deep into this, I'm just going to... I'll use Bulbous as he is right now. I don't think the level is going to matter too much. We'll make him go last out of the big ones. And then there's Nub Nub. So elemental advantage, we should be okay here. As far as potions, I think one of each is going to be fine for now. I'm not anticipating a bunch of death. So I feel pretty confident about where we're going. So after this dungeon, if I notice that things are a little bit rough, I'll top off Bulbous maybe, and maybe some of the other ones as well. But we'll see how that goes first. So usually the hardest part about this, the very first time I did it in challenge mode, it was a beast because there was level scaling involved, and if you just didn't have really strong heroes, this first room could just absolutely kill you, and it was awful when they do all these assassinates, and even that Grognog took out half of his life. So that's ultimately what is problematic. So I don't want to just do my AoE attack right from the start with Grognog because he's probably going to kill everybody. I want to get a chance to actually heal with Nub Nub. Now the downside of having Nub Nub instead of Yasmin is that slow aspect. So if I kill people too fast, then I don't get a chance to heal. So I'm going to go and try to do some basic attacks first and kind of test the waters. I expected these guys to die pretty quickly, so that's about on par with what I thought. Bulbous should be able to kill this guy, so we'll try and kill this yellow Alex, who's currently part of a in-game event right now. So by the time this is loaded, that event will be done, so pay no attention to those guys. Alright, because these guys are going to go again, I want to make sure I get my heals on here. And then this will carry into the next, hopefully, 2 dungeons. Or 2 rooms, rather, not 2 dungeons. And that's also nice when they actually go for somebody else and not just attack the same one. So once you get past that opening attack, as long as they don't all do assassinate on the same person, you should be able to handle it okay. And notice this is a very short dungeon here, so get past that first phase, and then we'll save some power moves for those big ones. And we got a rare Celestial Evil. You don't get that too often. I rarely see them actually in the dungeon. Usually I end up getting them just by quick looting. But rather on my main account, I would just craft them instead because it's so very difficult to farm them. We saw the effect of Bulbous not being leveled up. He didn't hit very hard, but that's okay. I think, yeah, Nub Nub finishes the deal. I recently just ascended Nub Nub, so he's got his final ascension. So once I actually get to level 60, then I can maybe try for his epic, but I really don't think I'll have the teams for any epics once I get to 60. So that'll actually be an interesting series of videos when I get around to that, is the farming the epics for the very first time. I know I put some videos out there about how to get some of the epics, but that was with my main account, which was fairly tough at the time. So I'm looking forward to that series, getting them the first time. I think it's going to help a lot of people. And these guys here, they stand no chance. Even though they almost killed Ponty, they are totally toast. No potions, no friend heroes, easy 3-star. If Ponty would have died, I could have just revived him, but that's besides the point. They were pretty much pushovers, so no tokens. That's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. Next up, let's see what kind of a thing we got here. We have green. Red's going to work well against that. And Luminous Thundershout. He is a dwarf. I don't think he's one of the more powerful ones. I think we'll be able to handle him with Ponty pretty easily. As far as healers go, I don't want to bring Yasmin because of the elemental issue. Bulbous can be dumped. We'll dump Grognog just because of the elemental disadvantage as well. And we will decide to go with... that's a tricky one. Let's go with Torchy and Koros. That should be fine. We should be almost good enough to auto run through this one. I don't think anybody's going to hit Torchy hard enough. He's shifty, so he can dodge quite a bit. And, well, he's not dodging dwarves, so let's give it a quick auto run, see how things go. I don't think there's going to be much to worry about. Oh, I'm surprised Koros didn't one-shot those guys. Interesting. They're not that tough, though, so not much of an issue here. If this is the case, we'll be able to just auto-run all the way through and then just pound all of our skills onto the boss here. Just because there's a bunch of them, I'm going to go ahead and AoE the rest here. I know they're going to get a bunch of pot shots, so we'll skip that. And if we have to use our energy potion on the boss, that's going to be okay. I feel like the boss is going to have a lot of health anyways, so I may as well just do some auto attacks on the boss and just let my cooldown restore naturally. I don't have any immediate need to waste a potion on it. Again, he didn't one-shot. I expected more out of Koros. He's usually pretty dang tough. My Ponty is by far the highest attack that I have on anybody, so he's going to do some serious damage. I pretty much put every one of my best possible runes on him, and he's just all-out attack, largely for PvP defense, even though I still get beat quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to silence this guy. Looks like he's going to have some lackeys, I think. Oh, how about that? He's got some healer buddies. I would wager my lunch money, though, that Ponty one-shots every one of those 3 guys, though. Yeah, because Ponty's awesome. Guess this guy was either immune to silence or something, but not a problem. He's dead. I didn't even check his stats. Yeah, maybe he just dodged. Yeah. Not an issue. Silent Caves. Get some Sume tokens. So we're dealing with more assassins. Blue ones. And one here as well. June Song and Stormbringer Guide. As far as teams go, obviously Grognog's coming back. We're going to keep Nub Nub as the healer. We're dumping both Koros and Torchy. And then our fourth we want to bring... we had Bulbous last time, but I think we'll do Kira instead. Make sure Grognog goes before Ponty in case we need to slow. Shouldn't be a problem here. This should be another easy auto run with the runes that I have in some of these guys. Kira, Ponty, and Grognog all have decent runes because of their heavy PvP usage. So, I don't know what these guys are going to do as far as if they're both going to assassinate. I'll just go ahead and try and kill them flat out. Because I'm not worried about getting to the end without his AoE. That's perfectly fine as it is. Short dungeon, only 4 rooms. Maybe would have been smarter to use it there. Let's see what these guys try to do here. Grognog might eat it. At least they split up. Divide and conquer was very, very foolish. There's what I was talking about before. Everybody kills too fast. Nub Nub doesn't get to heal. That's a bummer. So this is going to open us up to possible death here. That's the only downside of Nub Nub at the end. We got 4 guys, which is good. That means we can have 1 turn for sure, as long as we don't double kill with Grognog. And play it safe here and kill that guy. Just because he gets the health back with his kills. Oh, that son of a bitch. It's really annoying because when you use Alex on your team, even with Shield Bash, which is his only decent attack, Alexander sucks so hard. The fact that he was able to kill Ponty like that is incredibly disappointing. And the really awful thing is, at this level, without being ascended, I can't bring Ponty back with his skin. At least as far as I know. He's died so few that I don't even remember what happens now. So I think Grognog will actually do just fine here, so I'm not concerned. Although I forgot that she was nature. So that kind of sucks. Put the hurt on her with Kira. Well, let's see what this does here. Okay, because I don't want to redo this dungeon, I'm just going to clear the board here. So, normally what I would do is I would probably just let, I would try to find a way to let Ponty die so that I could actually revive him completely. But I'm not going to waste my time with it. I'd like to get through all 5 of these dungeons in one quick video so I don't have to restart and redo just for a 3-star. So, most people don't care about these videos anyways, so I'm sure you're not going to complain about 1 dungeon in 1 video out of the how many 100 that I have out here. So that's that. Rune Shrine, one of my favorite ones because, nope, not Rune Shrine. There's a different rune one that has all the runes for the rune dwarfs for one of the quests. Largely red dungeon that actually works well for us. So we'll go Grognog, and we will go Koros, Ponty, and Yasmin. Now sometimes I would usually put Yasmin first. She's always first on all of my auto run teams on my main account, so that she always gets her chance to heal and do her epic heals. But it's never really been an issue with campaign dungeons, so... Well, it looks like one of these guys is going to get a chance to attack. See what he does. Probably just a basic attack. Yep, what a waste for him. 2, 4, 5 room dungeon, assuming that there's no treasure rooms. And we get a bunch of guys here. I'll go ahead and I'll just kill him. Why not? Why not? It's always fun to watch them fall like bowling pins. Okay, so let's pick on the weaklings first. Should be a one-shot kill. Oh, double kill, I like that. I'm thinking Ponte's going to handle him, so I'm going to try and kill that guy. Down he goes, and this won't be a kill, I don't think. Don't quite think so. But nothing overly difficult. These last couple dungeons, couple rooms aren't really that problematic at all. It's that very first one where you have the bunch of fast heroes that poach one of your guys right off the gate before you can do anything. So, yeah, once there's just normal heroes, waltz right through it. So if they ever change it where the defending ones would go first, like PvP, then that would change these dungeons a lot, I think. I think one of the major advantages of PvE is you always get to go first. So it makes things a lot simpler. Oh, dodge. How about that? You don't see that too often. I think these guys are... Nope, they're not even immune to fire. So guess what Koros is going to do? Didn't kill him, but it's okay. Ponte will have something to say about that. There's one. There's 2 and 3. Because Ponte is awesome. I wish he had more use at level 70. But he kind of falls by the wayside with all the really elite heroes, which is kind of a bummer because by the time you get him fully ascended, you just don't need him anymore, and that's a real shame. But he is one of the best casters out there. I haven't done my caster video, but I reckon he is going to be very close to the top in almost all aspects that I test. This was the one I was talking about. Rune Temple is the one where I run to get all these dwarves. I have this one almost every other day on my main account, is kill rune dwarves. Because it is a rainbow dungeon, red, blue, and green, the team you pick, no matter what you do, you're going to get some elemental disadvantage. So the goal is just to pick your strongest team, which in this case is going to be these guys. So I'm going to do what I had been doing, except for I'm going to switch it up and put Yasmin first. Just so that if I do need to heal, like I don't think I'm going to be able to take out the... if I don't think I'm going to be able to take out the entire room, I want her to be able to top anybody off or possibly put a shield on someone. So that's my thought process there. 2, 4, 6 room dungeon. So if we do basically if we do a massive kill right from the start, we won't quite have enough for a reset on this because it's 7. But as long as we have more than one turn in at least one of these, Grognard will be reset for the boss room, which will be fine. And the boss room will actually be a longer one anyways because those guys are a lot tougher. So, alright. So somebody's going to get some kills here. I'll kill the stronger one first. We have no tank when we're running this team, so we are at that risk there if the super strong Alexander wannabe is going to kill us with his stupid shield bash. Hopefully this daze doesn't last too long. Let's still waiting for the counter to appear. Depending on when this video posts, they are looking at making debuff counters for all of the status effects. I'm kind of waiting for that because sometimes you just don't know when is your taunt going to go down, when is the daze going to end, when is your disease going to end, and just having little tick marks on there so you know when to expect those things to be done be extremely helpful. A bunch of blue here. I think this is going to be Ponte's room. So we'll just do some basic attacks. And look at that dodge. You don't see that very often. Dodgy dwarfs. 2 in a row. Really? They're not shifty. That's really stupid. They didn't dodge that though, did they? No, they did not. Alright, Koro should be better now on this turn. And so if I want to wipe them with him, there goes the daze. Red, red, green, that's perfect for him. He will almost certainly one-shot the group. He should. Well, now I don't even want to do it because Grognog killed that guy. So we'll leave Mr. Green. Probably do a stupid Venom rune. Or not. He'd have been better off doing the Venom rune, to be honest. At least he could have poisoned me on my way out the door. But hey, I'm not the AI, so I can't tell him what to do. Treasure room. Give me those Lupina tokens. And no, I got like 1,000 gold. Alright, so I'm going to try and get through this last room here without any skills, just so that I can not waste them. So, do I want to get this? Yasmin doesn't do much for attack, so it's best to kill it with her. So, now I'd like to double tap on this guy, and of course he splits it up at that point. Alright, so probably one rune. There's the blazing rune. And chilling skin. Oh, that sucks. So, yeah, that kind of sucks because I don't want to get chilled because I'm on my last spot. Well, I haven't used any friend heroes, so let's do that. Let's do. I don't even know who I want to use. I'll use Koros here. Probably won't kill him because of the elemental advantage. Yeah, that's probably a bad choice, but maybe we won't actually get chilled. Let's just cross our fingers. I think I avoided it, so that's good. Alright, so we don't have everybody's abilities fully charged here, so that's our only downside. And then we have the rainbow defense, so we can't kill everybody in one single hit. So first off, should I protect someone? I feel like I should. These guys are most likely going to cast runes, but one of them might do some sort of a smackdown type thing. So to be honest, the most dangerous thing that could happen here is Yasmin gets killed. So I'm going to just protect myself. At least if they kill Ponty, I don't automatically lose because he does revive himself. So that's alright. But Yasmin, if she goes down, I have to waste a potion. So I'm just going to protect her. And maybe all my skills are ready to go. Except for Ponty. So let's take the easy kill. Make sure we at least get one of them out of the way. Hopefully somebody goes for Yasmin. Or he does an ice rune, which is pointless, but that's his prerogative. There, nice little double tap. And this should be it for him. So that's actually good. Not really a problem. Alright, so I didn't look at the level escalation. That's the one thing I forgot because the levels were pretty easy and I'm even under leveled with some of them. I haven't maxed them out as far as their skills go. So I'm a little bit lower in some spots, but I'll check it out quick. But that's going to wrap up chapter 17, which was not very difficult at all. So let's just do a quick restart here. It says 48, so I'm guessing the next one 48, so it's going to be 48 and 49, and then 50 and 51, 52. Yeah, these last three are way back when level 50 was the max, so they're kind of geared towards that. But chapter 18 for another short one, only 5 dungeons, so we might be able to get that one in one video as well. But that's going to wrap up chapter 17. Any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.